We'll let Coach start with an opening statement before questions.
Well, good game. At least I made it through this game. What a hard-fought game it was, and I mean, that was, to me, that was an ACC Tournament elimination game. I thought both teams played extremely hard. I loved the way DJ Horn played. I thought he was really aggressive. Every time that we needed a basket to answer a run, I thought he was the guy that stepped up and made some big shots for us. We did some really good things. I thought Mo was tremendous as far as rebounding the basketball. The game went back and forth. I talked to those guys in the locker room about 4 minutes to go. I thought we lost a guy on a backdoor cut. I thought defensively we had a couple breakdowns. We did a really good job of running them off the three-point line, but you almost got to pick your poison because I think those guys did a good job with paint touches and getting into the interior of our defense because we tried to make sure. Obviously, at the last couple games in this building, they'd made 18 threes and 12 threes, and so one of the things we wanted to do was superly guard the three-point line and take them away. But we'll move on. We'll work. It's a great opportunity for us. We've got plenty more opportunities in front of us. And the weird thing is it's very similar to, I think it was last year when I think we beat Wake 2 times. And when we did, it knocked us out of quad 1. So it's weird how the math may work. It's crazy now. I'm going to say this is because they won, they were 32-33. Maybe they'll go to 30, and maybe we'll get a quad 1 from being at home. It's a weird deal to say that. Don't want to lose any game because of that, but I know a lot of this stuff is focused around quads and everything else. But I thought my guys played extremely hard, man. I'm proud of those guys. Yes, do we need to clean up some things? Absolutely. But I thought Wake made maybe one or two more plays that we didn't, and obviously took care of home court advantage. So good split, and maybe we'll get a Wake Forest NC State round 3 in the ACC Tournament possibly. Questions?
Did you realize DR? Did you kind of see that game he was going to have, or did you just kind of ride with him?
Yeah, we've been playing the small lineup, but we wanted to make sure that I was prepared to play bigger. Carr has been playing so well. He started at our game where he played really good basketball, and I knew we could match up and have a much better matchup. But he's starting to play well, and he's our best rebounder. We very seldom when he plays a lot of minutes do we get out rebounded, and he changes the dynamics of our team a little bit.
Kevin, when you said ACC Tournament elimination game, do you mean like the one that's going to take place in Washington D.C. or an NCAA Tournament kind of?
No, I think it was more ACC. It was a good fought battle. Like I said, we knew coming in. This is the second game that we've had, and both of them obviously came down to the end. And credit to both teams. Both teams took care of their home court advantage. We would love to have walked out of here with the sweep, but I thought Wake made a couple plays at the end that we didn't. I thought Carr's basket at the end was a really good basket. He did a good job. We'd worked all week about taking away his left shoulder, and we let him get to his left shoulder for a hook. Early in the game, I thought Ernest Ross did a good job of taking that away, and he missed that same shot. Yeah.
Kevin, on that play on the Carr shot,
yep.
Thinking the ball should go or is going to go to Hunter Salas when he's got 31 at that point?
We didn't know. Obviously, Carr. We knew, Carr could have had it. Hunter Salas could have had it. We didn't know. We just want to be prepared. And I thought we kind of got disconnected from him a little bit. They threw the ball, and by the time Mo got to him, he made a great hook shot to the paint.
Kevin, were you okay with the look at the end? Did you expect that the last foul they did was going to be used?
Yeah, it's tough, and I complained the entire time because Wake had played the entire half with 4 fouls, and then they gave their 5th, and it's hard now to be able to score the basketball with the fouls to give. We gave the ball to DJ Burns when I think it was 79-79. They did a good job. Didn't think he particularly had it like that. And so what we wanted to do is kind of get Mo and basically the two guys who I thought played the best game, Mo and DJ Horn, into some type of ball screen. But obviously they stayed with him. They could be aggressive because of the fact that they had fouls to give if they needed to. And it made him take a tough shot.
mentioned, I think it was at Notre Dame, that you went to Burns Lake, you knew they wouldn't double.
Yep.
Kind of the same thing.
Yeah, we had just, if you think about the game at Notre Dame, we'd win him the time before, and he scored, and then he scored again. I thought, I wanted to go to the hot hand. The hot hand was 31 points, similar to where we saying, hey, was Wake going to go to Hunter Salas? But I wanted to go to the hot hand. He'd made every big basket that we took, and I knew we would live with it. But I knew it was going to be tough to get any shot off. Anytime we would get into a scoring range, they were going to foul because they had fouls to give. They did a good job of trying to be aggressive on Michael to get I think it was maybe the 5th foul at that point, going for a steal.
Sounds like we're talking about the quad one and different things like that. You're not worried about just kind of running out of time to build a resume.
No, I don't think it's ever. I think we still got, because we have 7 games left. Okay, I think we still have quad one opportunities, and I want you to think about this, and that's just not for us. So I honestly think Wake's playing well, and they deserve to be an NCAA team. Well, we beat them once, and it's a one possession game at the end. So if you look at the numbers, and you look at our numbers, maybe they don't say that. But I will remind you, a few years back we were 32 in the net, and we didn't go, and teams that were 70 went. And so I still think we have a lot of opportunity. I hate getting up here talking about numbers. I know everything is about numbers, but I hate talking about numbers. But at the end of the day, if you're watching that game on TV and you're saying, man, look at those 2 teams, you can't tell me that that's not 2 teams that you could say you could see playing in March. You
mentioned earlier in the year that you didn't have Smith or Joyner. Is Horn kind of morphing into one of those guys?
God, he's playing well. This 4-game stretch that he's had has been really, really good. I mean, really, really good. And, he's starting to become a guy who we can rely on. And, he's playing with a chip on his shoulder, and he's playing really aggressive basketball. At times, he saved us because there were times when they came down and made some plays, and, he just rose up and made a couple plays himself. We ran a few plays for him. We can get him shots in the corner, and I thought he did a good job.
Kevin, you don't like numbers, but here's one for you: 7 days between games.
Yeah.
You like what you guys did tonight? How do you build off of it? Too much time? Would you prefer they get back if they had a chance? I mean, what do you stand?
It's one of those things. If you won the game, you want to play. But we got some things that we can now. We're going to take a day or 2 off, and then we got some things that we can work on, getting better at. And really, what it is for us, I think a couple breakdowns defensively late in the game kind of cost us what we got. We gave up a 3, we gave up a backdoor cut, we fell asleep on a couple things. So we clean up those things. Each of our games, you look at a few of our games, other than Virginia at home where we won by a pretty good margin, and Syracuse on the road. Every game that we played has become a possession game, and we gotta limit those mistakes. I thought our guys did a great job offensively, executing, doing some things down the stretch. But I thought we lost them a couple times, back doors and everything else.
Even though it was a track meet, it also felt like a chess match, even to all the plays that both teams had coming out at timeouts. I mean, there was a lot of timeout scoring.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you just kind of feel that it was building to where it would be a 1-possession game because of how evenly matched the 2 teams were?
I thought it was going to be a great game. I knew coming in it was a great game. It was a war at our place, and I knew when the 2 teams got in each other's face early, it was going to be a fight again, and that's what it was. That's what it was, and it came down to the end. And as I said, we give those guys credit. They made one more play than we did, and they ended up winning the game.
Thanks, Coach.